Breaking news from Coinbase, the leading exchange teams up with the Lightspark to integrate the Lightning Network for Bitcoin in transactions. This bold move could revolutionize speed and cost, potentially fueling a surge in Bitcoin's value. Stay tuned for updates, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. So let's have a look. What do we have here? BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF shows no signs of slowing down. Absolutely insane. And the 9 new now holds over the 500,000 Bitcoin, and IB holds just 250,000 out of all of them. So just 50%, and I mean not just, but exactly 50%, and that's massive. A new long-term investor class is starting to allocate with the next 2-3 decades in mind. This is going to be a multi-decade bull run, and that's what you should understand. This is the start of something new, something bigger that we ever saw. Breaking news, the spot Bitcoin ETF had positive inflow of $40 million yesterday, and that's crazy. 63 million millionaires and 16 million Bitcoin, so 0.25 Bitcoin for each millionaire. And that's assuming non-millionaires don't own any. And there's also companies, billionaires, and all of that stuff, so you can already understand how much Bitcoin can you own. Bitcoin bounced from the 4-hour 200 EMA and weekly support. I got my eye on $82,000 next. Bitcoin bear flag, should we be worried about this one? And I feel like, yeah, it looks like we should, because it's probably going down to 60,000, and I mean, first of all, it might get back to 70s and break all those short positions, but now somehow it still looks like a bearish flag is actually building up on us. Breaking, 1 billion USDT just got minted at Tether Treasury. Yesterday also 1 billion USDT was minted. So are whales preparing for a huge Bitcoin pump? What do you think, guys, about this one? Just in, BlackRock and Fidelity now owns a combined 402,000 Bitcoin worth $26.7 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. And if you remember, all 9 spot Bitcoin ETFs hold 500,000. So BlackRock and Fidelity together, just 2 out of 9 companies, hold just 90% of all the Bitcoins on ETFs. The next one we go for. I have sold 25% of my Bitcoin position at or above 70k from the purchases below 16k. The initial investment plus profits have been realized at or above 70,000. XEdge members have been aware in real time via the Bitcoin portfolio tracker. The remaining 75% will be slowly distributed over time at higher Bitcoin prices. And during any significant correction into the support levels provided, I will consider reallocating a portion of the initial investment to increase holdings. This is a powerful position to be in. Also, Mr. 100 bought 100% of new supply of Bitcoin over the last 2 days. 4 times 100 today so far, 11 times 100 Bitcoin yesterday, and continues on purchasing even more. Also, Bitcoin held by nation states as of the 2nd April 2024, and here we could see US holds 215,000 Bitcoins, China holds 190,000 Bitcoin, UK 61,000, 50k for Germany, 46k for Ukraine, we got 5,700 on El Salvador, and the rest are just Bhutan, Venezuela, Finland, and Georgia, with other amounts right there. Also, what do we have next for today? Bitcoin tends to move to where the majority of the liquidity is. Lots of liquidity is piling up on the upside. Get ready for it. The next one, after 6+ years, Ethereum has done nothing but produce a lot of sound and fury noise, ultimately signifying nothing. The lost time and value by not being a Bitcoin is epic. I believe Ethereum will go down as one of the great colossal failures of our era. Every era has a huge failure that destroys a massive amount of value. In this era, it's Ethereum in my opinion. Sorry Ethereum heads, Bitcoin only. What do you think about this one? Is it true? Can it play out like this? What do you think? Maybe this will be a Solana, maybe it's not Ethereum? Write down in the comments all your thoughts. We are at the beginning of a real up-only season. Imagine selling Bitcoin right now. Last cycle, it took 7 weeks from the golden break to the price discovery mark up. This cycle golden break it also 7 weeks ago. Hopium of the day, Bitcoin. Coinbase taps the Lightspark for Bitcoin Lightning Network integration. As Coinbase has partnered with its Lightspark to integrate the Bitcoin Lightning Network, offering its customers near instant and more affordable Bitcoin transactions, announced Lightspark in a post on X. So the Bitcoin Lightning Network is a second-layer payment system built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. It's designed to address some of the Bitcoin blockchain's limitations, particularly regarding transaction speed and cost. Lightspark shared in a recent blog announcement that the team has been developing this platform for nearly 2 years, focusing on providing an enterprise-grade entry point to the Lightning Network. With this partnership, Coinbase will utilize Lightspark's remote keys signing implementation, allowing the exchange to maintain control over the Lightning signing keys, while Lightspark manages the node infrastructure. Sean Agarwal, VP of Corporate and Business Development at Coinbase, stated, "Coinbase is committed to making the global financial system faster and more efficient," and he expressed excitement about the partnership's potential to eliminate payment barriers and enable faster and cheaper Bitcoin transactions. So the integration is expected to substantially impact the Lightning Network's usage, and especially as Bitcoin prices and transaction fees on the primary network rise, Lightspark technology, including its AI-based smart engine Lightspark Predict, aims to optimize liquidity and routing to achieve high transaction success rates. This latest development follows a statement from Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong last August, as Armstrong revealed that his exchange was exploring a Lightning Network solution and thought it was worth doing. Founded in May 2022 by Davis Marcus, a former Facebook finance head, Lightspark has garnered support from key industry players such as A16Z, Paradigm, Thrive Capital, Felix Capital, and Matrix Partners, among others, and details of funding remain undisclosed. Also, Coinbase CLO backs CryptoMom on SEC engagement. Coinbase's chief legal officer Paul Grewal recently agreed with the SEC commissioner Hester M. Pierce, often referred to as a CryptoMom, criticized the Security and Exchange Commission current approach. Grewal highlighted the importance of Pierce's observation, noting that the decreasing opportunities for productive dialogue with the SEC. The annual event called the SEC Speaks, in an arena for the SEC to convey its regulatory priorities and guidance, this year greater emphasis is laid on improving disclosure requirements. Nonetheless, Pierce noted a substantial decrease in direct interaction between the SEC and its commissioners and the public. She put the necessary effort into improving the communication on the commission rather than with the staff or the market participants. So Pierce highlights the SEC's engagement and rulemaking flaws. Commissioner Hester M. Pierce discussed the potential concerns over the SEC engagement strategies during her speech at the SEC Speaks event. She condemned the wagginess of the rule proposal and the limited interactions in implementation debates. Pierce's comments highlighted the development gap between the SEC and the communities it oversees, emphasizing the importance of more substantial dialogues. And for a long time, Coinbase has been a proponent of more defined regulatory guidelines with a respect to digital assets. So that's kind of all the information we got for today's video, and if you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.